seeking shelter. The wildfires were never expected to come near Eldridge, but tinder dry grass and changing winds make such things unpredictable. Warnings began flashing on the television all day yesterday. By nightfall, the Arroyo family could see a faint orange glow over the distant hills. Living in Northern California, Pilar's family was prepared for such natural disasters. Dad grabbed the folder of important documents and a box of priceless items to pack into the car. It contained old wedding photos, baby blankets, and other things that couldn't be replaced. Mom packed everyone's clothes and made sandwiches for the long car ride. Meanwhile, Pilar and Jack wrangled the family's 3 cats into separate carriers. Everyone knew their role and did it well. It didn't even occur to Pilar to worry about her family's safety. It was the horses in the house she was nervous about. Jeff should be here in another 20 minutes, Dad said as he hung up the phone. With 4 horses and only a 2-horse trailer, the family couldn't evacuate all the horses at once. Uncle Jeff would come and wait for help while the others headed to safety. After years in the Army, Uncle Jeff was always calm during an emergency. He would make sure they all got out all right. "Let's bring the big crate from when we had Caesar," Mom suggested. "Maybe the shelter will need it. They don't always have enough crates for big dogs, and they're sure to be filled to capacity." When Uncle Jeff arrived, he and Dad went over the plan. They would put the trailer onto Jeff's truck and load Daisy and Molly, the younger horses, in it. While Jeff waited for volunteers from Sonoma Animal Rescue to come, he would take the 4-wheeler to cut sections of fence. That would allow any stranded animals to get through if needed. It would also allow Rusty and Pinto, the older horses, to escape on their own if the volunteers never made it. Pilar said a silent prayer that the volunteers would show up soon with their trailer. She prayed that the firefighters would be able to stop the blaze before it came near their house. Then she climbed into the car with her mom, among duffel bags, a cooler, bags of cat food, and Mr. Whiskers in his carrier. Dad and Jack drove the family's other car, with Poppin and Toolie inside. It would take a couple of hours to get to the Berkeley Fairgrounds, where evacuated animals were being sheltered. Once they dropped off the cats and met up with Uncle Jeff there, they would all drive an hour farther to where evacuees were being housed. "We're lucky," Mom explained, "because evacuating first means there'll be room for us and room for our animals. Who knows how long this fire will burn and how many more families will have to relocate." Just as she finished speaking, a cloud of ash and smoke enveloped the car. Mom slowed to a stop and remained calm as it swirled around them. Once the wind changed and the smoke cleared, Pilar could see her dad wave from his car ahead of them. "We'll be past any smoke in just a minute," Mom said calmly. "But I don't like that it's coming close to this road. Other families need to pass this way." A minute or two later, Pilar watched her dad's car slow down and pull off to the side of the road. There wasn't any smoke, so she wondered what was going on. He got out of his car and jogged back to speak to Pilar's mom. "It's a goat," he explained. "Someone must have set it loose. It might be okay, but there's already smoke coming this way. We have Caesar's big crate. Let's see if we can get him inside and take him to the shelter." While Dad and Jack lured the goat with a tomato from the cooler, Mom and Pilar positioned the crate in the back of the car. After the brief stop, the family of 4, 3 cats, and 1 goat were on their way again. About 40 minutes into the drive, Mom's phone pinged with a text message from Uncle Jeff. The volunteers had arrived, and the horses were loaded. Pilar breathed a sigh of relief. Whatever happened now with the wildfire and the house, at least she knew her family and their pets would be safe.